and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. More on Iowa's first win since October of 2012 coming up, but we start today with this. You're watching reaction from Mr. Wrestling himself, Dan Gable. As wrestling has been added back into the Olympic lineup for years to come, the sport had originally been put to a vote, and things did not look good for one of the Olympics' former staples. But after a long fight to have their sport reinstated, Phila and former Iowa coach and Olympic champion Dan Gable finally heard the news they were hoping for. More on Sunday morning's landmark decision coming on tomorrow's edition of the program. But for now, let's toss it over to Whitney Blakemore, who kicks off our coverage of Iowa football's first victory of the 2013 campaign.
Whitney Blakemore standing by here at historic Kinnick Stadium, where the Hawks are back in action and ready to play Missouri State, hoping to recover from their devastating 30-27 loss against Northern Illinois last weekend. While this will be the first game ever played between the two teams, it will not be the first game for head coach of the Bears, Terry Iowan. He is an alum of Iowa City West High School, former assistant coach of Iowa State, and the past head coach for UNI. This man definitely has some insight coming into this matchup. Now for some highlights of the game, let's toss it over to Jordan Cabialis.
Hawkeyes looking to bounce back from their first opening day loss in 13 seasons. It was another hot one on Saturday at historic Kinnick Stadium as the Hawks played host to the Missouri State Bears. We'll pick this one up late first quarter, no score. 2nd and 8 from the Iowa 33 when Mark Wiseman breaks free. 21 yards into Missouri State territory, and then 2 plays later, Rudock going to the air. Finds Jake Doozy, who will take it 18 yards down the sideline to the Missouri State 28. Later, same drive, 2nd and goal from the 6. Rudock can't find anybody, so he'll keep it himself. All 6 yards, over defenders, into the end zone. It's his second rushing touchdown of the season, and Hawkeyes taking a 7-0 lead. Then, second quarter, LaShawn Daniels didn't get to play last week, but found some time on Saturday with this nice 10-yard run there. And then Wiseman picks up 5 on 1st and goal from the 13. But next play, Rudock sacked for a loss of 7. Sets up this 33-yard attempt for Meyer, who misses it wide left. Herky having some fun with the young fans as we head to halftime. 7-0 your score. But the Hawkeyes will start the third quarter with the ball, and 4 plays in. Handoff goes to Wiseman, who breaks free again, this time 37 yards down to the Missouri State 11. Then on 3rd and 4, Wiseman will get 3, so 4th and 1. And the Hawkeyes go for it, much to the delight of Hawkeye fans, and the handoff goes to Wiseman. But does he have enough? They'll measure it, and no, he does not. Missouri State holds, but goes 3 and out, so next Hawkeye drive, 2nd and goal from the 10, Wiseman powers his way into the end zone. It's his first touchdown of the game. 14-0 Hawkeyes, and Herky, he's loving it. Then, after another Missouri State 3 and out, Jake Rudock takes to the air, 47 yards to George Kittle down to the 33, and then Wiseman thundering his way into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run, his second of the game. 21-0 Hawks, but Kiera Harris of the Bears will not be shut out, and he finds Julian Burton 27 yards to put the Bears on the board. Then, following a Jake Rudock pick 6, Bullock takes it down to the 2, setting up this Rudock's second rushing touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the season, and 28-14, the Hawkeyes are victorious, 1-1 on the season. Let's send it to Chelsea Brown for some post-game analysis. Chelsea?
Opening up their second game against the Missouri State Bears, the Hawkeyes came in focused and wanting to take home their first victory. It was a slow start for Iowa as both Damon Bullock and Jake Rudock tried to break the gap of the Bears' line. But on the second drive up the field, Wiseman was able to rush down the gridiron, gaining momentum for the Iowa team. Following this play, Rudock rushed into the Missouri State end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Returning after halftime, Wiseman kept up the trend of rushing up and down the field, gaining 184 yards for the Hawkeyes.
Mark really got it going in that second half, especially. I thought part of the running game is typically it's better in the second half, but for whatever reason, things look kind of clogged up there in that first half. But he got it going certainly and gave us a spark.
While Wiseman's carries broke the Bears' line, a setback for the offense was the number of penalties received. Losing 100 yards due to unnecessary penalties, such as the late hits, the Iowa team still has growing to do before the Cyhawks series.
finishing, and we had unnecessary penalties. You can't have that. Yeah, it's hard to overcome that, and we did today. But you never know what's going to happen again.
The Hawkeyes ran to their first home victory with 2 rushing touchdowns from both Jake Rudock and Mark Wiseman, defeating the Missouri State Bears 28-14. This ends the Hawkeyes' 7-game losing streak and captures their 599th win as they head to Ames this weekend to compete against the Iowa State Cyclones in hopes of gaining the 600th win for the overall program. This is Chelsea Brown, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Thanks, guys. Great coverage as always. For more on all the black and gold action taking place over the weekend, be sure to tune back in tomorrow, same time, same place. But for now, it's back to you at the desk.